you, only me and you. Me and you. Hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Privileged Black Girl. I said, y'all, I just told y'all I was gonna be on this bitch at 6:30, but I couldn't get on here at 6:30 because your girl had to finish up her meeting. So now that we are on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I need me a goddamn drink. I was working hard today, bitch. I was working. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hi, Magnolia Fairy. How you doing? How you doing, sweetums? How you doing today? Hey, how are you? I hope you are doing fine, just like some motherfucking wine. Let me see, can you hear me? Magnolia Fairy, let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me talking to you? Hold on, let me finish right what I was writing. Only me and you. Me and you. Only me and you. Me and... How was your day today, Magnolia Fairy? How was your day? Hey, girl. Hi, Classy 137. Magnolia Fairy. Hi, Erica. Erica, tell me why the fuck was I snooping on that goddamn website, bitch? That shit is messy. And tell me why you gotta goddamn get rank in order to level up another level to get the gossip. Ah! Hi, Barna. Hi, Barn Dog 13124. Hello. Hi, Jocelyn. Hi, Charisma. Hello, good people. It's such a pleasure to see you all today, bro. What website y'all be talking? Girl. Girl. Charisma. Charisma, I'm gonna have to text it to you. I'm gonna have to text it to you. We can't say it out loud on here. Wait, Charisma. Oh, I'm streaming on my phone. Wait, Charisma, I'm gonna text you. I'm about to text you on my laptop right now. Let me type your name in. I'm finna put you on cause girl, the tea be juicy. I be like, bitch, tell me more. I was on that goddamn website for like 2 hours getting all the tea, being nosy as hell, Erica. I hate that I'm so motherfucking nosy. I rolled a blunt, got a drink, and went digging. No, girl. Wait, let me text you, Charisma. Girl, I was on that bitch, Classy 137. Y'all, I've been so emotional. My period had came on. My period had came on. It made me so emotional. I got my feelings and I went on a block motherfucking rampage. I went to blocking bitch. I don't know if it's me or if it's Charisma. Text me. Text me right now so I can see your number because I don't see it popping up on my laptop and I don't know if my messages are synced, and I just got my MacBook and all my devices synced together. So if you could text me right now, I'm gonna text you the website because I can't find you on my laptop. Maybe on my iPad. Maybe on my iPad. Okay, so I hope you all had a wonderful day. I have not. Y'all, tell me why I was going through fucking mood swings in this bitch. Like, should I just get off the internet? Because, y'all, I uploaded a video the other day. I uploaded a video like, I'm off Instagram. I don't want to be on Instagram no more. I felt like everybody watching me. Yeah. Bitch, you put yourself out there. I was like, oh my gosh, because sometimes I get overwhelmed. But yes, I was like, I got my Instagram back. Bitch, tell me why. Okay, Charisma, you just text me. Tell me why my motherfucking ass deleted Instagram on January 31st and I reactivated that bitch yesterday. I had got back on Instagram. I had got back on Instagram. Who is it? Oh, sorry. Hold on. I don't be expecting neighbors now. I don't be expecting nobody at my door. Hello. No worries. I don't expect company. I was like, who knocking on my door? Thank you.
I may ask you for it tomorrow because I didn't.
No, here. We'll keep it. Just hold it. Just use it.
I'll give it back to you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yes. Okay, y'all. So that was my neighbor. My neighbor. He asked me for my toolbox. My toolbox is purple, and he was like, can I borrow your girly toolbox? And I was like, what? He was like, your girly colored toolbox, cause my toolbox is purple, and I got a pink one also. Yes. So let me. Okay. I'm so excited to talk to y'all, motherfucking ass. I'm so excited to talk to y'all that I cannot, like, I'm so excited to talk to y'all. Because I love to talk. I love to motherfucking talk. I love to run my mouth. But I like to do it productively. I literally just got out of a meeting. I'm wired from coffee. I'm excited to be talking to you. I'm just so motherfucking lit right now. So that's why my energy level is like, because I'm so excited to be talking to you. I got out of a meeting at 6:57 because my meeting, I told you I was going to come on here at 6:30. If you follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at Privileged Black Girl. Thank you. I told y'all I was going to get on here at 6:30, and then 6:30 came and I was still in my goddamn meeting asking questions because a bitch needed clarity. Because I am an overachiever at what I do. I don't like to settle for like the low, like average, like what everybody else do. Like, I don't do that. So I stayed and made sure I got all my questions answered and asked everything I needed to know. Mind you, I'm the one who set it up because I was like, I got questions. I was sending emails. If you work in the professional world, in the corporate world, make sure you always send messages and everything through email so that you can always have a thread in the transcript of the conversation. Anyway, let me do this. I need a goddamn drink and I need a blunt so I can calm the fuck down. That's what I do know. And that's what I'm about to do in a motherfucking minute, bitch. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm going to get a blunt. I'm going to get a cocktail. And I'm going to relax my little ass down. Yup. I don't know who. Girl. Erica, that other person you sent me, I don't know who they was, girl, but girl, this goddamn website's so juicy. I can't believe people so messy. People are messy. Pissy. I have to focus on one thing at a time because you know auntie can't be doing everything at one goddamn time now. All right, now we can focus. Hello, beautiful people. Let me show y'all my outfit. Let me show y'all my outfit I have on for today. This is my outfit for today. Okay, can we have some commotion for the front of the dress? Can we have some commotion for the front of the dress? Okay, have some commotion for the front of the dress. Okay, now for the back of the dress, can we have some commotion for the back of the dress? For the back of the dress, we need See, that got a commotion, the goddamn fire truck. Yeah. So that's my dress. Yeah. What's underneath my dress? Some panties. That's the only thing I got on underneath my goddamn dress is some panties. Clock it. Thank you so much. I said I look good in my dress. I thought so too. I was like, girl, let me find out you get some little hips right there. Let me find out you get some little, I'm skinny as hell. I'm little. Let me find out you get some hips. Let me find out you get some hips, bitch. Let me find out you get some hips. Okay, so first of all, let me get a cocktail, bitch, because I ain't got no cock in my real life. So, a bitch need a cocktail sometimes. Well, let y'all tell it I'm a drunk. And never gave a damn and never gave a fuck, bitch. It's always motherfucking up, bitch. You think I give a damn about what somebody on the internet got to say about me, bitch, when they tuned in? That's what I want them to do. Pay attention, bitch. Pay attention to me. Thank you. God damn it. Trying to get on the internet to talk shit about me like I'm the one that's supposed to get mad and sad about it, bitch. I'm over here in my plants, bitch. You think I'm gonna be... Bitch, this is literally just coffee. I need to calm the fuck down. You're going to see my mood change in a minute. Okay. I don't know. I was thinking like, bitch, I was wondering. Let me tell you something. I was wondering, bitch, am I bipolar or do I got something wrong with me or something? Because, bitch, my mood flip like a motherfucking light switch, bitch. I could be like, 1 minute, and the next minute I'm like, don't talk to me, bitch. I don't know you. I don't know you, bitch. And we was just having a great ass conversation. Like, bitch, what is going on? Am I just happy and excited to talk to y'all? I'm so happy to talk to you, bitch. I'll talk. Give me a hug. Okay. So I got some ice, right? Let me turn my light on so I can show y'all my little ice. My ice thing I got, right? I bought an ice bucket. Oh shit. This is my coffee cup. I got some ice. I got these little bitty ice cubes. And I love them. Look at, they are so fucking little. And then I have to just pop my ice in here. And I am, y'all, sometimes I just be in this bitch eating ice because always anemic. I be in this bitch eating ice with the heater directly on me, like, because the ice is so good. Ice quality matters. I love, like, look how little these cubes are. These little cubes are so little. These, like, if you know Zaxby's, these kind of remind me of Zaxby's cube almost, but they're so little. It's hard for me to do. It's hard for me to do things and not like do them all the way. So like in my mind right now, I came to the freezer to get a cup of ice, but I noticed, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Okay, so hit the super chat. Okay, so that's how my mind works. Okay, so let me tell you how my mind works. I came to the freezer to get ice, a cup of ice. But I see that my ice trays are full, which means I need to empty my ice trays and then fill them back up with water so I can get more ice. And to me, that only makes sense. It won't make no sense for me to walk over to the freezer and get ice, knowing that I need to empty the ice trays and fill them back up so that I can have another set of ice already being made in the making. Does that make sense to y'all, or am I doing too much? Because it makes total sense to me. I just could not come over here to the freezer and not empty out the ice trays and put water in here for new ice, because that shit gonna piss me off. It's just like if you got a 6-pack of Gatorade in the freezer or something, and then they take it's 2 Gatorades left, right? And y'all know that clear shit that be around the Gatorade is 2 left. You take 1 off, that means it's 1 Gatorade left, and then you put 1 Gatorade back in the refrigerator with the clear thing on it. Bitch, I'm finna slap you. That shit irritate me so bad, I will slap out. That shit will piss me off. Will that piss you off too? Because, yeah, that shit don't make no sense to me. Like, why would you do that? Why the fuck did I just do that? Nam yoro renge kyo. Bitch, I am so unserious. I need to be unserious right now. You have no idea. I've been in my goddamn brain all day doing meetings, talking to engineers, goddamn doing work, bitch. I'm interviewing people, having to make executive decisions, bitch. Yes. Y'all know what song playing in my head. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. See, I like to do that with my bucket of ice. I like that. This little light of mine. That shit make me happy. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Thank you for coming to my ice episode. Let me tell y'all, I just had to block like 6 bitches on my goddamn Instagram because I don't know if I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, but a couple of weeks ago, I fucking, come on, bitch. I can't do 2 things at once, bitch. Hold on, hold your graces. Because, hold on, bitch. Let me stop calling you bitch. I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry. Like, damn, get out your feelings. Okay, so anyways, I was on my Instagram, right? And I said, I unfollowed, like, okay, so here's my thing with Instagram. I'm drinking this Ciroc. I do not like for people to be following me on Instagram and watching my profile and you don't interact and you don't engage and you don't share my shit and you just be motherfucking looking with your motherfucking looking ass and you always the first one, the second one, the third one. You always in my top motherfucking 5, bitch, but you never engage with my shit. I don't like it. And yes, I do take it personal because it's my fucking Instagram, bitch. Get off of here with your looking ass. So, because I be in my feelings, I take almost everything personal. I do. I had to reflect on that the other day. I was like, bitch, you take everything personal. And then I told my sister that, and she said, that's what Michael Jordan said he do too. That's why he was able to be successful. And I was like, yeah, bitch, I'm going to continue to take everything personal. She enabled me. She didn't make me feel better. She enabled me. Somebody said, show us better content. Get the fuck on. You, what are y'all talking about in this goddamn, for the longest, I wasn't even looking at y'all comments, and y'all in here talking crazy. Y'all in here talking crazy. Oh, keep on. Go at it. Go at it. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not arguing with none of y'all because every time I goddamn say something, y'all screenshot it and go put it on their goddamn website. I bet you don't say shit to your motherfucking ass. You won't get me. You won't get me. You won't get me. You won't get me. Uh-huh. When people don't know what personality is and good energy is and good vibes is and good, when you love your life, a lot of y'all motherfuckers are mad, miserable, and upset, and I can't help you. All I can do is get on the internet and be myself. I like my channel. I like myself. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't want to be here, keep it moving. Keep it moving. You can't bother me. You're not going to bother me. I'm not upset. Anyways, I had a good fucking day. My plant is growing beautifully. I've been coloring. Y'all want to see what I colored? Let me show y'all what peace looks like. I colored this. Want to see what else I colored? I recently colored this. Want to see what else I colored? This is the one I'm most proud of because I really took my time with this one. Thank you. Take one of them buttons. Thank you, Cheetos Feb. I appreciate your super chat. This, I colored this. Isn't it so beautiful? Miserable bitch. Miserable bitches. I gotta get myself together because I've got some place to go. And I'm praying when I get there. I see everyone I know. I want to go to. I'm going to show y'all for the girls who watch me or for the guys. I'm not biased. For the people who watch me and be like, I want to be inspired. Like, how can I get on the internet and not give a fuck what nobody thinks about me and still live life and enjoy life and just have it my way? You do it just like this. No matter what they're saying in the comments, no matter how much shit they're talking, just keep doing you. Just keep on doing you. It don't even matter what they're saying for real. You see me? I ain't even look at the comments. I glance at the comments, but y'all are really trying to talk shit and get to me, and I'm not going to let you do it. I'm not in the mood to cuss you out. I am a happy bitch. Happy bitches don't cuss people out unless they really, really have to. And I don't know you. And you don't pay any of my bills. And you ain't fucking me. And even if you was fucking me, I would still motherfucking cuss your ass out if I wanted to. Now, because you're not fucking me, feeding me, or financing me, I have the liberty and freedom to do what I want. And that feels great. So now we have our cocktail. Yep, we got a cocktail. That tastes good. I like that. Now we're gonna roll our blunt. And that's how you don't give a damn, don't give a fuck. Hey, we don't give a damn, I don't give a fuck. Hey, if you don't give a damn, I don't give a fuck. Hey, if you don't give a damn, I don't give a fuck. Hey, if you don't give a damn, I don't give a fuck. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. You know what? I'm just not in the... Let me see what it's giving. Because I'm not in the mood to... All I'm in the mood to do is talk shit and be happy. But not talk shit as in cuss you out. Let me get my blunt and sit down. And then I'll look at the comments and think about cussing some of y'all out. Okay? Because that should be fun. Okay? Hold on. All right. Now, what y'all talking about? When y'all don't got this type of energy, that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all a bunch of zombies walking around. Y'all don't got this type of energy. You don't know what it feel like to motherfucking be happy, joyful, grateful. Just a happy-go-lucky bitch. Just like happy-go-lucky bitch. Whether you're doing great or you ain't. You're still a happy-go-lucky bitch. Those are choices that you have in life. A lot of y'all say, when I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to be happy. I'm going to wait on this, and I'm going to be happy. If this was happening, I would be happy. If this was happening, I would be happy. Bitch, I don't wait on nothing to be motherfucking happy, bitch. I'm joyful. I'm grateful. I am happy. I'm breathing, bitch. Some people didn't even wake up this morning. So, let me tell y'all how. Let me break this shit down to y'all motherfucking ungrateful asses, okay? First of all, you see that? Yeah, I practice what I preach, bitch. So, let me tell you, since you an ungrateful asshole, let me show you what. First of all, I already been the example for the longest. My energy is consistent as fuck. I'm always like this, always lit, always happy, always go lucky. I'm one of those bitches who wake up in the morning and be like, I'm so glad I woke up this morning. I opened my fridge. I'm so glad I'm so grateful I got food in my fridge. I'm so grateful I got clothes on my back. I'm so grateful I got a roof over my head. I'm so grateful I got multiple streams of income. I'm so grateful for my fully furnished home. I'm so grateful. Grateful. A lot of y'all are not grateful. So y'all don't know how to appreciate a bitch like me. They be like, why are you yelling at people on the internet? Sometimes it's fun. And then when I do tell people I cuss people out on the internet, some people believe me, some people don't, and then they have to come see for themselves. But you're about to see me. You're seeing the ramp up right now. You're seeing it. That's literally just all coffee. I've had nothing but coffee, y'all. That's why when you smoke, you calm all the way fuck down. Because I don't need anything to lift me up. I don't need weed. I don't need alcohol. I don't need any of those things. They are actually suppressors for me because naturally my energy is like this. Lit bitch, hating assholes. I ain't never met a hating asshole that was doing better than me, ever. And I probably won't even get to meet y'all for real. Like, why do I be making up in my head? Like, I mean, there are hateful, jealous, envious, miserable ass bitches out here in this world. Like, that is, like, we know that. But I don't always have to make it up in my mind that y'all are just that. Sometimes I could just call y'all what I really believe y'all are, zombies. Sometimes there are some zombies out here just like waiting, they living to die. They don't know what they're gonna do with their life. They're just wandering around. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Anyways, how was work today? If you get a job. Thank you, Gold Magic Fire. I appreciate you. Look, let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Cause y'all still talking shit or y'all being nice now? I ain't gonna look at the comments unless you being kind to me. If you ain't gonna be kind to me, then bitch, I ain't got nothing else to say to you. I'm not gonna be nice to you. Don't expect because I have a personality online that you expect for me to be someone who's gonna be kind to you, bitch. No. No. Yep. And they be like, what is your channel about? Getting online and talking to y'all live because ain't nothing else to tell you about. You don't need to know nothing else that's going on in my goddamn life. Bitch. Oh, like I was saying earlier, like I was telling y'all earlier, okay? So I made a video a couple days telling y'all I deleted Instagram. I got my Instagram back, so go follow me on Instagram. But I unfollowed everyone on Instagram, and I said I'm only going to follow the people on Instagram who engage with me. So I got some messages from a couple of people on Instagram like, why you unfollowed me? Excuse me. Or not you sending me Instagram reels and you unfollowed me. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't know y'all was so pressed about Instagram. I unfollowed y'all because y'all don't interact with me on Instagram. I interact with you all. Y'all don't interact with me. And it seems like a one-sided relationship. So I wouldn't say confronted me about it. I was like, oh shit, let me go follow them back. So I followed them. Because some of them unfollow me. So we all follow each other back. They follow me, I'm following them. Okay, cool. They back on the same shit, just looking what they looking at. So this time I didn't unfollow them. I blocked all of their ass. You can ask anybody who ever known me in their life. I will block you so motherfucking fast, bitch. Because that's how I stay happy in life. That's how I stay leveling up. That's how I stay peaceful. Stop entertaining bullshit. I got a new book, y'all. I got a new book. I'm going to read it and then tell y'all about it. Or do y'all want to read about it right now? Y'all want to listen to it right now? Let's read the first page. Okay, I need to adjust my lights over here now. I need to adjust my lighting. Oh, I could just do this. Look at me. I'm getting smarter and smarter every day. I am so smart. You got to speak kind. You got to speak life into yourself. A lot of y'all don't have no good inner dialogue. Y'all don't speak kind to yourself. Y'all are actually very self-deprecating and speak not nice to yourself. But you'll never hear me talking down on myself. About myself. Nope. Because that ain't how I feel. Oh, shit. Spread them open. I need to find a better lighting situation because this ain't gonna work. Not like that. That ain't gonna work. It could work. Okay. Hello, beautiful people. Hello. I have finally gotten set up to sit down and chat with you all. It's been a wild 28 minutes. I'm actually not gonna... Y'all wanna, y'all wanna read? Okay. I got this new book. It's called Silent Power by Stuart Wilde, author of Whispering Winds of Change. The back of it says, here in this tiny book, I'll tell you about the power, its mystery, and how to get it. There's a simple trick you have to learn. Once you've got that, silent power becomes your unspoken credential. It's a charisma that gradually grows and develops around you. Through it, you can express a special goodness that helps people and this planet to change for the better. Stuart Wilde, end quote. This is a self-help and or spirituality book. And I got this from Amazon. It took a while for it to come though. No pun intended. But it took a while for this book to come in the mail. Chapter 1, The Getting of Wisdom. Every so often, you meet a person who's very different. You can't put your finger on what it is that attracts you to this individual, but he or she exudes a mystery and strength, radiating a silent power that's strange and beguiling. What is this unforeseen force? Why do some have it and most do not? Here, within these pages, I'll tell you about the power, its mystery, and how to get it. There's a simple trick you have to learn. Once you have that, silent power becomes your unspoken credential. It's a charisma that gradually grows and develops around you. Through it, you can express a special goodness that helps people and this planet to change for the better. From your silent power comes flow. From that flow comes simplicity of heart. From simplicity of heart comes contentment. Fun fact, I was actually looking at De'Ara Taylor's story, and I seen her reading this book, and she only had a picture of this first page, The Getting of Wisdom. She had a picture of this page, and then I found it. You know what? As a matter of fact, that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm just going to read my book. Since y'all ain't talking about nothing and y'all want me to sit in the comments and cuss y'all out, I don't feel like cussing y'all out. I'm not on that shit anymore. Get the fuck on. If you don't want to be here and you want me to cuss you out, I'm not in the mood to cuss you out. I'm in a good mood. So I'm going to read. Oh, that cocktail good. As a matter of fact, let me get my Z-Quill. Yep, my old ass. I'm gonna get my Z-Quill so I could go ahead and start filling my Z-Quill. I did meal prep, so I don't even have to worry about cooking, honey. I got my dinner already prepared, so I'm gonna read my book and relax and unwind my mind. And yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Shit, fuck that. Read my book, learn something new. Instead of sitting on the internet cussing people out, I could read and learn something goddamn new and start my goddamn dryer over. How about that? Shit, what you talking about? Okay, now let's get to it. Get back to reading, because that's what a bitch like me do. I read people and books. The fuck? Take my little Z-Quill so I could go ahead and relax. Now I can wind down. Y'all, I naturally do have a lot of energy. It's like sometimes I have so much energy, I don't know what the fuck to do with it. That's why I rollerblade. That's why I run. That's why I walk for miles. That's why I walk. That's why what else the fuck I do? I find so many ways to exert my energy because I have so much of it. So I have to be productive. That's why I'm slim as fuck, because I'm always moving around, bitch. Rollerblading, tennis, walking, jump roping, everything, bitch. I can rock climb, bitch. Can you rock climb, ho? I rock climb. Yep. Okay. Now, let's get to reading, because I'm excited for this one. I've been waiting for this book. Some people, such as martial arts masters, gain silent power over the years. Anyway, they do it via emotional control and physical discipline, which quiets their energy naturally. They exude an effortless strength. Physical exercise and discipline are valued in developing silent power because they help you. Physical exercise and discipline are valuable in developing silent power because they help you control the destructive side of the ego. But you need more than just a good physique and fitness. You need awareness as well. Now, a little hocus pocus. It doesn't matter if you don't believe in hocus pocus. The basis of this concept is real enough. You don't have to worry too much about technical details. Put the intellectual aside and cut to a technology that works. That's my way. Around you is an electromagnetic body of energy that is sometimes called the subtle body and is normally unseen by the naked eye. The ancient Greeks called it the etheric body. This is where the real you resides. It's also where your real feelings reside. Imagine it to be a faint energy field, like a colorless mist. But unlike a slow, wafting mist, wafting? Is that wafting? I've never seen this word before. It's spelled W-A-F-T-I-N-G. I want to say it's pronounced wafting, but for context, I like to, if I'm reading something, I will stop and define it or look up how it's pronounced.
Waft.
Waft. So it's wafting. Wafting means to pass or cause easily or gently through, or as if through the air. Drift, float, glide, whirl, waft, wafting. Got it. Imagine it to be a faint energy field, like a colorless mist. But unlike a slow, wafting mist, the etheric is moving very, very quickly. Flashing through it are many lightning bolts of energy and fingers of flame-like etheric sunbursts that shoot out from you in all directions. Underlying the flashes are great waves of rolling energy that move up and down and sometimes outwards, tumbling and turning in response to emotion. You walk inside an amazing glowing bubble of light that sometimes projects 3 to 4 feet away from you in every direction. The etheric is fascinating and beautiful to watch. I find it very humbling. The secret human is all there is to see, spiritually naked in his or her identity. In that vulnerability dwells the very essence of our human experience, painted in the electromagnetic flashes, wisps, and lightning bolts that are projected from you. In the etheric, you see how the human condition is complicated by the ego and or personality, but you can have a deep compassion for it. For a human, it is light. The brilliance of that human light overshadows the personality traits and weaknesses that come from human frailty. In the vitality of the light is the sacrosanct identity. I never heard of that word either. Sacrosanct. It's spelled S-A-C-R-O-S-A-N-C-T. I never seen that before. Y'all was up. I seen some highlights on Twitter when y'all was trying to make fun of Kaisenet for reading. Y'all are like lame as fuck for that. There's nothing wrong with coming across a word that you don't understand, and it's nothing wrong with defining the word and understanding the pronunciation so that you can move forward with what you're reading, versus reading over a word that you don't understand and not even understanding the concept of what you're reading. So what was I looking up again? Sacrosanct identity. Sacrosanct. See, I like that. I got it right. I didn't even know that word. I've never seen it before, but I got it right. Sacrosanct. And that's the kind of a game you can play with yourself too. Challenge yourself. If you don't know the word, try it. Pronounce it. Define. Try to put some context. Take the context from what you're reading to try to understand what it is before you define it. And if you get it right, you can give yourself a little point. Like, yeah, you're smart. Or if you get it wrong, try again next time. So, sacrosanct. Sacrosanct means sacred, hallowed, respected, too important or valuable to be interfered with.
Sacrosanct.
Sacrosanct. In the vitality of the light is the sacrosanct identity of the eternal spiritual being. The presence of this wonderful gift of the etheric body grants you a silent power as ancient as time. It is the spiritual heritage that flows from your connection to the God force. With a little training, you can sit and watch the fascinating etheric dance to which we all belong. I surmise that many of the great unexplained metaphysical mysteries are contained within it. Later in this book, there are several exercises to increase your etheric perception. But seeing the etheric isn't as important as knowing it's there, projecting it correctly, and learning to perceive it via your subtle feelings. After 12 years of experimenting, of watching people, I can guarantee that the light is definitely there. In fact, I've never seen an animal or a human who didn't have an etheric. On an energy level, it's the blueprint of the real human. Coming to see what works etherically and what doesn't has been a slow process for me, but it's been worth the effort. For the mysterious world of the etheric is one of the most on an energy level, it's the blueprint of the real human. Coming to see what works etherically and what doesn't has been a slow process for me, but it's been worth the effort. For the mysterious world of the etheric is one of the last unconquered frontiers. It's where everything is explained. Hands-on healing, subliminal energy, charisma, power, telepathy, extrasensory perception, and perhaps even the mystery of life and death itself. I'm now convinced that on a subtle level, everyone is subliminally aware of the etheric. When you reach out with your mind and touch other people's energy, they feel it. Often they turn around, blink, or respond in some way. They react, even though they don't know why. When two people meet, you can watch an etheric process take place. A synapse fires across the empty space between the individuals. The energy of each mingles momentarily with the other, exchanging trillions of pieces of information in a split second. We have each had the experience of others reacting to us. Often there seems to be no logic to it, but in fact, people do pick up on our subtle energy, and even if they can't see it or put it into words, they feel it, and subliminally, they know. They vote yes, no, or maybe, according to the qualities and strength of the energy we project. The power of your etheric is made up of several factors. The speed at which it oscillates, the intensity of the energy, how much is happening at any moment, and the consolidated or contained nature of the field. In an untrained person, his or her etheric is flashing its wispy fingers of energy out all over the place, touching others, interfering with them, often sucking energies from others, impinging on them. The speed is slowish, the intensity is weak, sometimes it is torn, usually through an excess of drugs and alcohol, and has no solid definition. It reacts to emotion, wobbling and slopping about like an enormous pile of jelly on a plate, rocking, rolling and jerk spastic motions back and forth. Of course, you don't have to see the etheric in order to work on it. Of course, you don't have to see the etheric in order to work on it. Repair it if it's damaged and make it strong. Because it expresses what you are, it's affected by your whole state of being, including your physical condition, your mental and emotional balance, and your fortitude. All this manifests as a sense of well-being, how alive you feel, how secure you feel, and how you view the eternal spiritual self that dwells within. So the first step to the mystery of silent power is to strengthen your psychological and emotional attitudes. I gotta work on that one. I see, that's why I needed this book, because I need to work on strengthening my mental fortitude. And my, not my mental fortitude, because I have a very strong mentality, but my emotional attitude. I have to strengthen my psychological and emotional attitude. I definitely do, because I be ready to lash out on a motherfucker. I be like, you know. But I'm working on that. I don't want to be like that all the time, and I know that I have to work on it, and I need to have it control, because when I'm in my place, when I am in my place of business, when I'm being a professional for my work on a day-to-day basis, and when I'm speaking to individuals, talking about hiring someone for $200,000, I guarantee you, I am not behaving the way that I behave on the internet, because we are dealing with real money. However, if I can control it there, then I should be able to control it here in the other part of the world too. But that's like my money on the line, and then I feel like there's no filter when it comes to YouTube and you all. But I have to do better. I have to work on that. I'm working on it. You all hold me accountable for that one. My emotional attitude. This will boost your sense of well-being. Okay, see, I told y'all I'm working on it. So the first step to the mystery of silent power is to strengthen your psychological and emotional attitudes. This will boost your sense of well-being. It will also help you externally, as people will see from your body language, by what you say, and by your general attitude, that you are strong. Intellectually, they will think you're strong, but inwardly, at the subconscious level, they will feel and know that you are strong. They will automatically react positively. People like controlled strength. It makes them feel safe and supported. Come, let's start by considering what power really is, and then we'll discuss leaning and not leaning. I'll show you something obvious, something that 1990 something that 99% of the population don't see. Ooh, I'm excited. Do you all get excited when you read? I get excited because, to me, reading this, even though it's a book, it feels as if I'm watching the TV. I feel like I'm listening to David Attenborough narrate. You know, I feel like that's what it feels like. It feels like I'm watching when I read books. Sometimes, depending on the genre, it can feel more intense, as if I'm watching those shows y'all like to watch on the Zeus network. But I hardly ever feel those types of things when I don't watch Zeus. But the excitement y'all get from watching it, I get that from reading. Chapter 2. The power hungry, the power starved. Okay, I know that the book said that if you smoke and you drink, it's gonna slow down your energy or whatever. But I am at home, Mr. Stuart Wild, and I'm about to smoke my blunt, and then I'm gonna keep on reading, because I'm learning, and this is a beginner's experience. And like, I just opened your book, sir, and I don't think that you need to be telling me exactly what to do, like off the rip. But I am gonna read your book and understand why you put it in the book, and be like, okay, that makes sense, so I could apply it to my life. But I'm gonna like my blunt, Mr. Wild. I'm gonna like my blunt, Mr. Wild. Yeah. I'm talking to the author who wrote the book. I'm talking to him. But yeah, I like that. This book is very interesting to me. This book kind of it gives me a different perspective about life, similar to my favorite book called The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. I love that book. This might be my new book that I love just as much. The power hungry, the power starved. What is normally considered to be power is not real power at all. Oh, now we getting into some shit. Chasing money, glamour, sex, wanting control over others, political and military power are all manifestations of the ego. They're often glorified forms of showing off. They dwell in the currency of the ego. They often appeal only to other egos, so they're subject to people's whims. A person can be rich and successful and still be very weak. Money doesn't give you real strength. It just keeps you comfortable while you experience your dysfunction. The world of the ego is brittle, fragile, and insecure. It never really feels safe, and it has no lasting worth. The ego's world dies. More often than not, it self-destructs. With the explosion of the mass media and the information superhighway, glamour, hype, and showing off have replaced true worth. The 32-second soundbite is more important than real facts. A glossy, skimmed-down version of life is all anyone has time for, as each vies with the other for a momentary place in the sun. Did y'all hear that? I'm going to read it again. The 32-second soundbite is more important than real facts. A glossy, skimmed-down version of life is all anyone has time for, as each vies with the other for a momentary place in the sun. Many people are victimized by their egos. They feel power-starved, so they crave to be special. Of course, everyone is special in their own spiritual way, but the mass media has heightened people's need to seek fame and attention. Thirsting for power and the ego's sense of power, they go through the ludicrous chase of trying to be important, trying to become special in the eyes of others, seeking praise, seeking status. This frenetic chase destroys and saps their energy. Because the ego is insecure, its fears need to be quelled, so it dominates our psychology. Firing off endless demands. Because the ego is insecure, its fears need to be quelled. Because the ego is insecure, and it is, because the ego is insecure, its fears need to be quelled, so it dominates our psychology, firing off endless demands. It desperately wants things right now that will help it feel better. We are programmed as children to make the ego important and to try to keep it happy, and this mesmerizes us into reacting to its every need. We don't realize that controlling the ego through discipline is a lot simpler than trying to satisfy it all the time. By gratifying the ego, one may get a fleeting respite from its cravings and demands, but then it's on to the next gratification. The ego always wants more. It's life on the mouse wheel, each trotting as fast as possible to stay in the same place. Endless effort misspent on illusion. You can see why people are programmed into it. They are psychologically immature. It's all a bit sad. Trying to be someone, quote, end quote. Trying to be someone comes from an insecurity, which stems from the ego's need for observers and admirers. It needs acknowledgement and stimulation to feel solid. But leaning psychologically and emotionally out into the world, demanding to be noticed, trying to be cool, seeking approval and acceptance, trying to impress, seeking praise and respect creates imbalance and weakness. It is, in fact, an affirmation that says, I'm not okay. I need others to approve of me in order to feel secure. By leaning psychologically, you weaken yourself. Imagine constantly leaning forward at a severe angle, reaching out. You're perpetually poised, heading for a fall. Trying to win people over and hoping the world will accept you for your wonderfulness is futile and weak. It destroys your real power. The stress of it can make you ill. Even if you get what you want, it rarely lasts. Today's success becomes tomorrow's rejection. Leaning psychologically is a fault. It undermines what you are. Gradually, you become the manifestation of other people's reality, subject, of course, to all their fickle whims, moods, and power trips. By accommodating the ego in this way, you drift from the real spiritual you that dwells within, which is contained and solid, to a fake you that is brittle, self-indulgent, and powerless. You can tell people how marvelous you are, and 100 others can sing your praise and pump your worth, but all that is PR and hype. In the end, you're only worth the etheric feeling you exude. That is a spiritual, metaphysical reality. Everything else is illusion and dysfunction. If you want to be accepted, accept yourself. If you want to be acknowledged, acknowledge yourself. Simple. This that shit. This that shit. Yes. This is a good book. Okay, let me hit my blunt because we're going on to chapter 3. It's a quick little read. I like that. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? I'm picking up what I'm putting down. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? That's interesting. What book is it? It's called Silent Power by Stuart Wilde. Silent Power by Stuart Wilde. Let me tell you something for all the demons in my comments. The devil is a liar. I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus. Jesus. They said call Jesus' name and the devil will flee. Jesus. I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises up against me shall be condemned. What? Y'all be in my comments talking so crazy. I'm working on a change, honey. And I can't. Once I notice that y'all be taking my fucking comments and taking my shit and going to goddamn to that website. Oh, bitch, I'm hip to the game now. My people put me on. Thank you, Erica. This book is very interesting to me because I know when I'm behaving from my ego and when I'm behaving from my etheric self, as the book calls it. I accept myself. I tell y'all all the time, I fuck with me. I like me. I like who I am. As a matter of fact, I love who I am. I fell in love with myself how anyone else would fall in love with themselves. Like how you had your first love, that's how deep I'm in love with myself. Not in a egotistical way, but in a way that has looked past the ego, that has looked past the flaws and accepted my true self and everything that I am. That's a, I know that I'm seeing it on the internet and you might think it's surface level, but no, I'm talking about like really sit with yourself, really get to know yourself, really separate your ego, and really once you have a deeper understanding of yourself, it allows you to have a deeper understanding of life and all those around you. Chapter 3. That's why you can't come over here bullshitting me, because I'm not a bullshitter. And I can see through your bullshit. Let's leave hype and clatter which are weak and head to the less obvious. Silence, where consolidation, it's consolidation. I'm talking about consolidation. Let me start over. Damn, I just tripped up on that word. Let's leave hype and clatter, which are weak, and head to the less obvious. Silence, where consolidation and real strength lie. I like that. Chapter 3, the silent consolidation of power. Let's see. I like my plants being in the. Actually, I like my plants being in the screen. I like it. This quilt was handmade, y'all. This is a quilt. It was handmade. It's so nice and plush and beautiful and warm on my legs. The color is terracotta. It makes me feel good. Makes me feel real good. So, let's continue to read, shall we? Chapter 3. The silent consolidation of power. Let's talk about psychological consolidation, then on to other practical ideas for solidity and calm. Excuse me. My martial arts teacher says, excuse me, I got the burps. My martial arts teacher says that when people go through the motion of walking, what they're doing, in effect, is going through a controlled fall. They lean forward with their upper bodies and throw out a leg just in time. That's why even a small crack in the pavement can tip them over. Psychologically and emotionally, life is the same as walking for most people. They constantly lean into life, yearning, dreaming, pining. They often dissatisfied with what they are and with what they have. Instead, they seek someone or something to lift them up. They want to be declared special. They want life easy, delivered on a plate. In the process of leaning, they trash their emotional balance and drift from one gratification to another. They exist at the edge of their balance and their ability to control. One adverse condition, a casual remark, a small setback, and their energy collapses. Psychologically and emotionally, they fall on their noses. The initial point in consolidating your silent power is to discipline yourself to stop leaning. When you're the most desperate to lean in on people, that's when you should exercise control. The game is called Stand Straight in Life. Not many people have heard of it. Did y'all hear that? That was a sign. I'm one of them women that be like, that was a sign. That was a sign. Because something just dropped over there and nothing's over there. Weird. I hear you, ancestors. I'm listening. I know this need to be applied. I'm listening. Y'all be hearing y'all ancestors talk to y'all. Or am I just crazy? First, don't lean towards things you don't have. mix it up. Back straight. First, don't lean towards things you don't have. Affirm, visualize, and take action instead. You ever been motherfucking reading something and they say the things that you already know, or the things that you already believe, or the things that you already live by? Second, try not to lean into the future by talking or thinking about it constantly. Instead, take time each day to make the now special, honoring what you do have and what you have achieved. Avoid what I call plan-itis. Endlessly making plans and talking about them. One day, someday, trashes your power and ultimately gets you nowhere. No results and no action. I'm guilty of that shit right there. I am always telling people what I'm about to do, what I'm going to do. I'm excited to do this. I'm about to do this. I'm ah. But every time I shut the fuck up and I keep it to myself and it's inside of me and I never share it with nobody, it comes fast. But sometimes I be so fucking excited about what's coming. I told y'all, when I say it's been my season to shut the fuck up, it's been difficult to shut the fuck up because I love to fucking talk. But so many good things have been happening behind the scenes that normally I would yell out loud, that I cannot yell out loud because God has been saying, girl, shut the fuck up. So I've been taking heed. And the book just said, shut the fuck up. Because you talk about it, but you ain't being about it. And you talk about it thinking that you're going to be about it. But you ain't really about it, bitch. You ain't going to give no action. I am so guilty of this. And now I'm learning. I mean, sometimes I just be too excited. But I need to shut the fuck up. But I've been shutting the fuck up. Third, start to design your life so that you don't require things from others. Try to need only things that you can get yourself, and don't suck on people emotionally or intellectually. I'm guilty. I'm halfway guilty of that one, but I'm also motherfucking learned, because that's exactly what I did. I stopped relying on people and started creating a life that I can rely on without others. That's why I'm so hyper independent in the way that I am, because I don't rely on anybody for nothing. Now, the other part of this that I'm working on is being emotionally, don't suck on people emotionally, because sometimes I could do this intentionally and unintentionally. Sometimes I'm doing this in a way where I don't realize it, because I really don't suck on people emotionally, but I guess that when it comes to where I feel like this applies in my life is in a way that it's like, when it comes to relationships ending, like with a guy or something, sometimes it's harder for me to move on. That's why I don't really jump to the next one relationship to the other, because sometimes it can be very difficult for me to move on from a relationship. So I'm still emotionally stuck on that person, and I still may emotionally withdraw from that person, knowing that I need to leave them alone. So that's the aspect of what I'm reading that I can apply right here, right now, and be like, okay, well, you kind of was emotionally, control that. Be better, do better. So that's good. I like that. I like this book. But one that I've put into practice, especially since I started my new work, I've been designed my life so that I don't require things from others. I think that's why people don't, I don't know what the fuck people think about me, and I don't really care, but I don't require nothing from you. Not a friendship, not a validation. Like, I remember one time I was around a group of girls, and I'm not used to being around groups of girls where y'all are having a text message group and everyone's talking about oh, what are we gonna wear? What are we gonna do? Where are we gonna go? I'm so used to independently thinking on my own and dressing the way that I want that I don't really conform to how the group dresses. And I remember like when they were asking for the I guess you could call it validation or feedback, I didn't know how to respond in a way that was like, I didn't ask them, what should I wear? How should I do my hair? What color should I paint my nails? Like stuff like that girls do. I don't do that type of things with them. So that made me think about it. I know it's surface level, but it made me think about like that one time where it was like, I don't really do that. But I have designed my life in a way where I do not require things from others. And I only rely on the things that I need and that I could get for myself that I know for sure. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, now they're going to tell us about it. When you lean psychologically or emotionally on people or towards them, it's a sure sign of insecurity. I gotta work on that. I gotta work on that. Cause I ain't no insecure ass bitch. Okay, I gotta work on that. Aid the fucks out. I gotta work on that. It makes others feel uncomfortable. True. They resent the weight you're laying on them, and they'll react by denying you. They don't like your self-indulgence, and your insecurity reminds them of their own vulnerability. It rattles them. Animosity builds. Consciously and subliminally, they sense the weakness your leaning creates. It robs them of energy and crowds them. They have to buy into your needs and emotions when they would prefer to concentrate on their own. They don't like the imposition, and often they react negatively, even if they don't say so. Alternately, they accept the imposition of your weight, but then they feel they can take advantage of you emotionally, sexually, or financially. They'll feel empowered to use you or deprecate you or discredit you in some way. Remember, when your energy touches others, they subliminally know if you're weak or strong. It affects how they see you. Bitch, tell me why did I just do that to somebody? Oh my gosh. Not only have I done it to somebody, I fucking had it done to me. And like, what the fuck? That just gave me a revelation. What I just read was a catalyst for a revelation to be like, pew, 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 pew. You remember this? Pew, 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 pew. You remember that? Pew, 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 pew. Check this. Pew, 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 pew. Check that. I'm sure you know what I mean. Visualize someone who leans on you. Replay in your mind the emotions and the thoughts that their leaning generates in you. I'm sure you know what I mean. Visualize someone who leans on you. Replay in your mind the emotions and the thoughts that their leaning generates in you. Remember how you react to their sometimes desperate needs. Notice how often they rob you of your energy, how in minutes you feel exhausted. Oh no, bitch, I ain't that. I'm not an energy zapper. That don't apply to me, but it does make me think about a scenario and a conversation that I just had last week with someone. I don't even want to get into the details of it because they could possibly be watching my YouTube channel. And it's not even about them watching my YouTube channel. It's more so like, bitch, I done blocked you. So don't come confronting me about shit because you are the example of this. What I'm reading. You robbed me of my energy and I can't take it no more. Don't do that to others. It disempowers you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I bet you I won't. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I bet you I won't. Yeah. When you know better, you do better. A little unemotional leaning in some circumstances can be okay. Others may feel pleasure in supporting you or assisting you. But too much leaning and they'll vote no. I love when I read something, it already affirms what I already believe. I love that shit. Love it. It does not mean that you can't ask for help. Sometimes you can. But there's a difference between asking dispassionately for help and constantly leaning on others emotionally, demanding that they ameliorate your inadequacy or insecurity. Thus, an important first step in silent power is don't lean. It's obvious, but most don't know it. When you're frantic for people, your needs have an air of desperation. They weaken you and push things away from you. Have you ever had a romantic relationship where the other person was all over you like a hot rash, desperate for you? What did you do? For the first few days, you probably enjoyed the attention. But on day 3, you gave this man or woman a hard time, and you started to tow him or her around by the nose. You enjoyed that for a bit, but in the end, this desperation and insecurity bugged you. Eventually, you tossed this person out. I know y'all motherfucking can relate to that shit. I know y'all can relate to that shit. Man or woman, I know y'all can relate to that shit right there. I can. And if you've been fucking with me long enough, you know exactly who came to mind. You know exactly who came to mind. Y'all, this book is tea. This is tea. This is what we should be getting excited about. We should be getting excited about reading books and discussing them and having topics of discussion. Because I like this shit. I know y'all can relate to somebody. I know y'all can relate to that. I know y'all can relate to that. You know, Zentangle everything. I'm reading this book called Silent Power by Stuart Wilde. You know, I see somebody in the comments like, I'm telling y'all in real time as I'm reading this book to you all, and I'm talking about energy and people zapping your energy and people taking your energy and just like the comments, like, I'm gonna smoke my blunt right now, Scorpio, thank you. But look at the comments. Y'all see what they're saying, and you see the vibration I'm on while I'm reading, and then you see the energy level that they're trying to bring in while I'm reading. This is a prime example of not allowing someone to take your energy from you or extract it or zap it. You can use that, what they're trying to do, use it to transmute the levels. Use it to transmute the levels. Just do like this and then bring yourself to even high vibration like what I'm doing right now, which is informing you on how to transmute the energy by converting it into something else, which is like what I'm doing right now is teaching you how to do it. That's me taking what they said in the comments to teach you how not to let it get to you, because you're already in a high vibration, especially when you're doing something very high vibrational like reading. It's educating you. It's exercising your brain. Don't allow someone to distract you from what you're doing, what you're in the process of doing at this moment, okay? So take me as an example of what not to do. Don't allow someone to distract you. because that's exactly what y'all trying to do in the comments. I'm only responding to the comments that make sense. Like the title of the book I'm reading is called Silent Power. It's by Stuart Weil. Don't allow anyone to take your energy, because this is good to me right now. This is good information. It's good knowledge. So yeah, I'm gonna hit my blunt, and we could keep on reading the book. But don't let nobody take your energy because they talking about some bullshit. When you're in love and you crave someone, if this individual keeps his or her distance or retreats from you, then your desire increases. If this person advances too far forward, your desire lessens or may dissipate completely. When you're desperate for a deal and you lean into it, you push it away and or you wind up paying more. It's called, quote, wanting it, end quote, tax. Before every deal, take a moment in the hallway to remind yourself that you don't need it. If you don't get it, it doesn't bother you. If you do get it, it will be under your terms and you won't pay too much. I know that's motherfucking right, Stuart Weil. Tell him. A big difference between a lot of people is action versus non-action. Thinkers and doers. Even if your natural tendency is to lean into people because, let's say, you're a very social person, don't lean. That would be me. Make that a discipline. You could be social without leaning in. Put a sign on your refrigerator door, when in doubt, lean out. I like that. Silent power often requires the contrary approach. When others lean, step back. When they cry out, remain silent. When they run, you walk. Stay in control and exude stability. Even if you don't feel too sure of yourself just yet, don't show your weakness. Be strong. Be brave. Internalize any disquietude and work on it later. Initially, you may not be completely solid inwardly, but you can still come across as solid externally. The inward power comes as you act out and affirm your strength and control. Through your solidity, you help others feel secure. They seek you out. Life gets easier and it feels much better. Become the stage. Remain composed. Be silent. Stand straight etherically. Stay inside what you know. Be content. Don't have too many needs. Work on yourself. Anyway, you're probably stronger than you think. Many of the people you meet may initially seem solid, but they soon expose themselves and you can see that they are, in fact, in silent crisis, victims of their egos. Their real power is weak and polluted. It leaves them open and exposed to the ups and downs of life. They will constantly seek to etherically borrow energy, sucking on any life force they can find. They will have houseplants that die and pets that get sick a lot. There is a law in physics that allows subatomic particles to borrow energy for just a millisecond. The particle moves temporarily to a faster orbit, but in an instant later it has to repay the borrowed energy. It decays to its ground state. A slower oscillation that it can be more comfortably sustain. A slower oscillation that it can more comfortably sustain. Etherically, humans follow the same laws. You can borrow energy from another, but you can't inherit it perpetually. A small boost, then you go back to where you were before. Etheric suckers grab your power as you pass them. It depreciates you. At a deep subconscious level, they drag you away from life and closer to death. However, before you get too indignant, I have to tell you that we all pull energy from others occasionally, especially when we're tired or emotionally drained. As your energy sinks, it's human to reach for the nearest life raft. In answer to your question, how do I protect my energy? I've included a few ideas in Chapter 9. Meanwhile, return to silent power for that moment. Meanwhile, let's return to silent power for the moment. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me look at my work computer. I am getting pings, and I don't have anything on there. You can't see that. I'm getting pings, and what's going on? Okay. I only work Monday through Friday, but because I am an overachiever and because I absolutely love what I do, I could do it in my sleep. It doesn't bother me to do the work that I do. I just absolutely love it. It falls in alignment with my assignment for life, like just talking to people. Because I'm able to do that so easy, I'll talk to my people whenever. It doesn't matter the office hours. I'll talk to them whenever. I have the communications coming through my phone. That's why I can see I'm seeing the notification bar drop down. That's why I wanted to look on my laptop. Meanwhile, let's return to silent power for the moment. People don't resonate silent power because for most, the overriding issue in life is security. The ego's function is to keep you focused on staying alive. Everyone is out and about trying to do just that. The issues of security dominate your psychology, everything you do, and much of what you say. It undermines your strength. That's so true. The ego's function is to keep you focused on staying alive. Everyone is out and about trying to do just that. The issues of security dominate your psychology, everything you do, and much of what you say. It undermines your strength. Everyone is silently preoccupied and worried about something, so the etheric energy is diffused and disconcerted, and some more so than others. People worry about death and violence. They worry about things changing or dying, not just their bodies. Anything that has the potential to change worries them. The death of a relationship, the death of a job, the death of a daily rhythm that they're used to, the death of a privileged position, and so on. As I said in my book, Weight Loss for the Mind, it's the death of things that scares people. The mind functions in this way. Quote, if this relationship falls apart, I'll fall apart. My job might go, and with it my lifestyle. And following that, my body may change from alive to not alive. End quote. At a deep subconscious level, an argument with the boyfriend becomes a threat, a life and death struggle, not just a discussion about the dispute in question. That's why people can get upset about things that seem trivial. There's an energy war going on, each seeking to preserve their etheric life force while, consciously or subconsciously, they're in a titanic struggle with the demons of insecurity. Not only am I guilty of this, I also a few people just came to mind. When they're not worrying about dropping dead, they're usually thinking about themselves, preening the ego with self-satisfying thoughts, brushing its little tail, and generally making themselves as special as possible. If they're not thinking about themselves, they're talking about themselves, keeping others amused with thrilling concepts of life in the slow lane. More often than not, they're calling on you to listen, to notice, and acknowledge them, to observe them. It can be exhausting. Don't you do it to others. I feel like this book is talking directly to me. Stay inside your power where you feel the most secure. And work on controlling the ego. Discipline is so that you move from its fragile world to the immortal certainty of spirit. There you will feel the eternity within you, and your insecurity will gradually melt. You'll accept life as you find it, rather than struggling against it, and you'll know there's no death and no failure. So accept the comings and goings of life, and flow to your highest good with a little resistance and great joy. The more you control your emotions and the reactions of your personality, the more consolidated and powerful your etheric becomes. Once your etheric energy is no longer jerking back and forth, wobbling and squirming and falling over itself, a gracious solidity develops around you. Now you'll be able to see through your own etheric to the world of pure energy beyond. A quantum leap takes place within, and a great perception depends upon you. But remember, silent power is a strength you quietly express, not one you wield. It's born from the seeds of control. It's born from the seeds of self-control. The Tao Te Ching says, to understand others is to have knowledge. To understand oneself is to be illuminated. To conquer others needs strength. To conquer oneself is harder still. To be content with what one has is to be rich. And that's where we'll pause. I like that. That's good. I stopped on chapter 4. That's good. That's good. Y'all want to keep reading? I enjoy that. I enjoy the book. But it's already 8:32 and I kind of want to wind down because I literally went from my computer to YouTube, and I've been on here for about an hour and a half now, so I just want to wind all the way down and conserve my energy for tomorrow, the energy that I do have left. I enjoyed you all, but I do want to finish smoking my blunt with y'all. So wait a minute. Don't go nowhere yet. Wait. Thank you. Said thanks for reading to us. What's the book title? This book is called Silent Power, and it's by Stuart Wilde. I love this. I love reading this book, but I'm like, am I gonna be able to finish reading this book with you all? Actually, I got 60 more pages left, and I don't know. It's only, let me tell you how many pages in this book. 100 pages, and we stopped on page 32, so we got 33% of the book done just in that short period of time. Okay, now I enjoyed that. There was a lot to digest, and reflect upon, and kind of like, there was a lot of key moments in the book where I was like, I feel like he talking directly to me, and I need to apply this shit ASAP. And again, shout out to my girl De'Ara Taylor. Been watching De'Ara Taylor since 2015, I think she first came out. It's around the time I had my baby, so like 10 years ago, 11 years ago. But she had that, like I said before, she had a picture of the first page on her Instagram story, and I read it. And then I read the first page. I literally only read one page of this book, and I could not find, she didn't have the title or anything on the book. And I fucking went and did my internet research like I know how to do. Let me show y'all. She only had a picture of this page. And I went and found this goddamn book, and I was like, I'm about to read this. As you can see, got a lot of books up there. Got some books over there. I love reading. Today was a good day. I got a lot done. I gained a deeper understanding of what I'm doing for work. I got my heater on because it's been cold in Miami. Can y'all believe it's been cold in Miami for the past week and a half? It was like one day when we had about, it was 80 degrees, and then that shit dropped down to like 50. It's been like 50, 60 degrees lately. I know that ain't cold compared to where a lot of you all are during this season. But for Miami, when you're used to 80 degree, 90 degree weather all the time, around this time, I feel like, you know, I've been here for going on 3 years, and I've never felt as cold as I feel today. It's cold. It was a little warm. I stepped outside without a coat, but it was cold. Where I am, it's not that cold. Where you at? Zentangle everything. You must be in like Puerto Rico or Hawaii. Hey, how are you? Hi Rip X and Vaughn. Hi Rip. I'm great. Arizona. Oh, Zentangle. Okay, yes. What's the temperature out in Arizona? Do you like living out there? How are the summers? Because I only want to be in warm places, and Arizona is not a bad place to go. I've never thought about living in Arizona, but I have thought about visiting. That's a place I want to visit. I want to go to you all's Grand Canyons. I know that's not the only thing you all have to offer. I want to explore more in Arizona, but that's a place I think I've driven through it. I haven't been there to stop. I've just driven through it when I drove from Atlanta to California by myself. You single because you look a little hostile. Go on Scrat. I want you to scat. How about that? Scrat, scat. I love it. It's amazing, but in the summer it is hot. That's about like Miami's Zentangle. I love being in Miami Beach. It'd be hot during the summertime though. I think this summer I would travel because bye. Y'all remember that girl? Y'all remember that girl who was in the car? She was like, bye. I think this summer I would travel some places. I want to book some trips. The past 2 summers I have not traveled because I have literally felt like my life was a vacation, and plus I wasn't working. But now I'm in a better position. Things can change. Why is your face so oily? Wash that shit. Sometimes you just gotta laugh. What places do you want to travel to? I want to travel to, first I want to go to Senegal. I have a few places. I have like I have a book I have a notebook and I have it all written down on here. So I know everywhere I want to go. All right, now I be letting y'all talk and do y'all thing, but y'all ain't gonna come over here and keep on doing that. You want to see my outfit? I'll let you see my outfit. I'm about to finish with my blunt anyway. I'm almost finished with my blizz anyway. My outfit check is a dress. It's a long dress. I got this from Anthropologie about 2 years ago, or almost 3 years ago now. But yeah, and I really love it. I like the detail. I like this detail of it. And I wore it to work today because I was on camera and you can only see me from like up here. You can only see me on the camera from this way, so it looked like I have on a whole shirt because I was on camera for work. I want to travel too. I have a lot of places I want to go. Will Zentangle, all you gotta do is write them down, put that shit into the motion, and get to going. Oh, Zentangle, do you know about Google Flights? Let's get lit. You know about Google Flights? I love that dress it is slaying. Thank you so much. I got it from Anthropologie. They had a black one too that I wanted, but it didn't have my size, and they told me to order it, and I didn't want to wait because I was being impulsive and shopping, and I wanted it right then, and because I couldn't get it right then, I didn't want it no more. So I got this one, which looks way better with my skin tone anyway. Nope. Okay, somebody said, are you in China? Am I in China? What? What you talking about? What you talking about? What is we talking about? I'm finishing up my blues with y'all. I got me something to eat because I meal prep for the week. You look Chinese. I look Chinese? Do I? That's the first time I've ever heard it in my life. I ain't never heard in my life I look Chinese. Indian? Yes. Chinese? No. I'm checking on my laundry. I swear I feel like I wash laundry every day. Alrighty. I got me some food to eat. I found me something to watch. I've enjoyed talking to you all. I feel super productive today on this Tuesday because I went to work and I got on YouTube Live. One thing about it, no matter what social platform I delete, I would not be deleting my YouTube channel. I've worked so hard. I have such a great community of people who support me. I refuse to abandon you all. Yes, it takes time. Yes, I be going wild on here, but I'm trying to transition my channel, and I love my brand. Privileged Black Girl. Privileged Black Girl represents getting what you want, doing what you want, when you want, how you want to do it. But I'm mainly talking to the young ladies who are, or any women, like really all y'all women who can gain inspiration from anything I'm saying, honestly. So much love to you all. I will continue to build my channel. I might go off the other social platforms. Like I deleted my Twitch. I deleted Discord. I deleted Snapchat. I don't have Snapchat anymore. And I deleted I deleted Instagram also, but I got Instagram back, so that doesn't really count. I deleted my Facebook also. So I do not have a Facebook and I do not have a Snapchat. You can follow me on Twitter at Akiela Galore, and you can follow me on, I almost tried to change my Twitter name, but it was giving me a hard time. Anyway, I appreciate you all. I am so motherfucking grateful my community. Y'all think I should go to American Idol? I think I will win. Oh, 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 oh. You said you wouldn't follow me anywhere. Why you follow me on here then? You love me. Stop doing that shit. I don't like when y'all be hating in my motherfucking comments when I'm trying to do everything. Didn't I just read to y'all? I'm trying to do everything I motherfucking can. Woosah. Namyo Rengekyo. Y'all maybe got... You know what? Don't even let them do it to you, Akiela. You just read about energy. You just read about people trying to zap your energy. Are you even gonna be happy if you let these people do that shit to you? Like, you already trying to learn it. You know it's probably some hating ass bitch behind that fake ass profile talking that shit to you any motherfucking way. And you shouldn't even give a damn. If you don't give a damn, they don't give a fuck. If you don't give a damn, they don't give a fuck. But if you start giving a fuck, they're gonna keep doing that shit. That's how I be talking to myself in my brain. You cannot get to me.